Iran, O bejeweled land. O your soil is the wellspring of the arts. Far from you may the thoughts of evil be. May you remain lasting and eternal. O enemy, if you are of stone, I am of iron. May my life be sacrificed for the pure soil of my motherland. Since your love became my calling, my thoughts are never far from you. In your cause, when do our lives have value? May the land of Iran be eternal.
تیامات کشته میشه و به زمین میفته. مردوک در اینجا شمشیرش رو بلند میکنه و سر تیامات رو قطع میکنه. سر میره بالا و میشه آسمان. پس آسمان سر یه زنیست به اسم تیامات. چشماش تبدیل میشه به خورشید و ماه. برق چشماش میشه ستاره ها. موهاش میشه شب. آسمان شکل میگیره. بخش سنگین بدن میفته پایین و میشه زمین. در مقطع مرگ آپسو یک نر دیگر رو میکشه و یک نوع مردانگی میره بالا، جلال جوی میگیره. در این مقطع یک مادر رو میکشه و مادینگی هستی میمیره. زنانگی هستی رو که میلیون ها سال در کنار مردانگی هستی، در کنار نرینگی هستی با هم به ساز جهان میرقصیدن، نابود میکنن، میکشن، بیجانش میکنن تا بتوانن بر جهان مسلط بشن.
Although Jamshid had accomplished all these things, he strove to climb higher and higher. With his royal far, he constructed a throne studded with gems, and had demons raise him aloft from the earth into the heavens. There he sat on the throne like a sun shining in the sky. The world's creatures gathered in wonder about him and scattered jewels on him and called this day the New Day or Nowruz. This was the first day of the month of Farvardin at the beginning of the year when Jamshid rested from his labors and put aside all rancor. His nobles made a great feast calling for wine and musicians. As a wise and reverent man once remarked, if you are a king, be as a slave toward God. The heart of any man who is ungrateful to God will be filled with countless fears. Jamshid's days were darkened and his world illuminating splendor dimmed.
جمشید از پادشاهان اسطوره ایران زمین که برای آبادانی میهن خدمات بسیاری کرد. پوشش مردم، ابزار، وسایل جنگی، ایجاد طبقات اجتماعی، ساختمانسازی، خشت‌زنی، احداث گرمابه، برآوردن بویهای خوش، برآوردن زر و گوهر، کارهای بسیاری برای آبادانی میکنه. پیشرفت علم پزشکی در دوران جمشید، اولین سنگ بنای تمدن در دوران جمشید گذاشته میشه. چون این همه کارها کرد و این همه هنر و صنعت، چون مردم از رنج آسوده شدند، جمشید روز اول فروردین رو نوروز نامگذار. چه خوش گفت فردوسی پاکزاده، همه رخش اندیشه را زین کنیم، جهان را به شهنامه آذین کنیم. هر آن کس که شهنامه خوانی کند، اگر زن بود پهلوانی کند.
take in raising our daughters again with the goal of having good marriages. I see that around me all the time, among my friends, among my kids' friends, this idea that girls should be, you know, we send them to the best private schools, then we want them to get high SAT scores, and we want them all to go to good colleges, and lo and behold, they're 19, 20, 21, and all of a sudden, all that is water under the bridge, and the important thing becomes, who's she gonna marry, right? And the who's she gonna marry really depends on nice family, nice status, wealth, etc. All that's really good. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, and it's desirable, and I do recommend it. Then again, think what you are doing, what we do to our daughters. We're creating, we're robbing, we are raising a generation of women with all kinds of potential that we have nurtured in them, and all kinds of promise that we have helped them grow with. And then all of a sudden we take all that away and we teach them that life really should be about the material stuff, should be about having a husband who will take you to nice places, and having children and raising children. And then they do all that, and they're in their 30s and their 40s, and their kids are grown up, and then you have a whole generation of women, like a lot of women of my generation, or the ones even many years younger than myself, who have done it all and now don't know what to do with themselves. And that's a great tragedy. It's a tragedy because they can do otherwise, because there's so much potential, and because by instilling in them this idea that from grade school, from primary school, that you should achieve, and you should achieve, and you should achieve, and all of a sudden taking all that away from them and telling them, oh, Folani's daughter is marrying Folani's son. You know, I mean, it sounds superficial and stupid, but I think we're cheating our children. We should have raised them without any kind of possibility, if we wanted them to have a narrow life without possibility. And it's only if you take away that burden from the girls, that burden of doing well, and you give them permission to see how big the world really is and what all the possibilities really are. It's only then that I think we've done our duty by our children, by our daughters. So again, I think that is the message of 30 Voices.